Hey world, welcome to Down the Road Somewhere. I'm Steph and I live in this vintage van full-time with my dog Morgan. My van's name is Elaine Bennis, and welcome to a random Wednesday of van life. Right now it's the end of winter. Spring is starting to show its face here in Florida. Right now I'm staying on a homestead and I have a full hookup campsite. I just have to exchange a few hours of work a week. And for a bit, I was up here with my nomad friend Jay. He was called away for a bit, so for now, it's just me and Morgan and back to solo female van life. And usually in the summer, I will spend somewhere at a campground, work camping. I work at the campground and then I also stay there. However, I'm kind of digging it here. We're a two-season kind of van. Yes, it's Florida, so it will get to a point where it's too hot. The homestead hosts are lovely, and I know that there's a lot of adventures to be had around here. So, about to go do some laundry and see what's on the agenda for the day. All right, my dear. Are we ready? Yeah. Okay, ready? Let's go. Ready. You're so good. Back to camp. Just got to hang it up. We have a washer here, which is really nice. And then we can hang everything up to dry. Laundry's done. Hung up my laundry to dry. Now I'm making brunch. Yesterday, I had made some breakfast burritos and I made a few extra. And I'm gonna use my air fryer since I have shore power here. I cannot power this without shore power, so I'm very grateful to have access to that. Let's catch up a little bit. So I've been here at this homestead in Florida for about a month now. It's going really well. I love the family that's here. There's a few other people on the property, family, friends, work campers, whatever, but small handful of us. I think the main search I've learned is to just find quiet, calm, and places where I can make my own choices. And I did have a gig up north planned for the summer, just a work camping gig at a campground. But if I can stay here and make this work, then I want to stay here. So that's kind of my goal now, is to figure out how to stay here. So what that means is income. I'm not financially independent. I don't have a trust fund. I earn money where I go to keep me on the road. And of course I have 1,000 ideas running around in my brain. When I moved into the van, my goal, my dream was to just sell my art, being self-sufficient and selling my own things, selling my own creations. I can only store so much in here. I get a little discouraged making them because then I have nowhere for them to go. Finding local income somewhere is definitely an option, especially when I have a place to park every night. I don't have to boondock or stealth camp in a town or a city. And once that box is checked off, then I can commit to staying here. So I kind of feel like maybe this is opportunity the universe threw at me to see if this will work. So that's what we're trying. So anyway, let's make brunch. Morgan loves it. There's another dog here. She gets along with him so good, and they play, and they're so cute. Why do I need a wrench to turn on the air fryer? Well, let me tell you, this knob fell off. Another form of income that I've tried while I was here was gig work. I have tried a very minimal amount, but I'll share my experience. The gigs that I signed up for were handing out coupons at a grocery store. And while that sounds very easy and super convenient, why wouldn't I do that every day, all day? Oh, did you get that fly? Good job. Being in a grocery store with the lights and the noises and the people and the eye contact and the what do I look at? What does my face look like? It was overwhelming. Hi, would you like a coupon? Hi, would you like a coupon? Let's find some money. Egg, potato, turkey. I eat meat now. Not all meat. I can't eat a chicken yet, or beef. I don't want to eat a cow, but I could eat a pig and a turkey. Pigs are wild. And fish always. Free. Good job. I'm gonna try to be better about keeping that covered to keep the van a little cooler. If I'm gonna be here for a little longer, I'm gotta figure out how to stay cooler. Ta-da. So for breakfast, I almost always have a smoothie, but it is such a battle because then I'll leave my cup. Somehow it just collects other friends. I have to do all these dishes, so let's do that. Man, that sun. It's cooler in the van. Ooh, vinegar in my eyeball. And then when it's something disgusting like this that's been sitting, at least I had the wherewithal to fill it up with water. Soap. I have a bar of Castile soap that I just shave into little strips and then mix it with water. Water, soap, swirl. I know, leave low trace. However, I'm not pouring out anything toxic, harmful, or soap with chemicals in it. So I just rebuilt my bed platform, and I'm so excited. When I first built the van, the bed was supposed to be higher, and then I mistakenly asked somebody to help me. So I finally made it higher. And there's so much space. Look at that. A whole other person could fit under here. Morgan could have a separate bed under there. My fridge fits under there. My toilet fits under there. I even got a separate storage box. And what I want to do with this guy is put it on sliders. So that way when I pull it out, it can just slide out. And then I have a little tabletop. If you don't have space under your bed, what are you even doing? Van build 101, you gotta make your bed as high as possible. So as I'm back here, I'm just kind of farting around. And I knew that on the side of the van, there were instructions on how to change a tire. But I just actually read it. And my jack and everything that goes along with changing my tire just is under my bed. And like, it's annoying. It fits on my spare tire storage. Look at this. Okay, so I know that doesn't really look like it makes sense. I'm gonna show you where all of that is. It all goes inside of there. Huh. Who knew? But isn't that cool? It tells you exactly how to change a tire. I mean, like, I knew, but, you know. Boy, it's been a few hours since I picked up the camera. It got a little warm, not gonna lie. We're still playing with ways to stay cool in here. So we've been hanging out up, just chit-chat. Then I grabbed my laundry and I just ate it so bad. Where the laundry is hanging, you saw like on that deck. And right by the pool, there is a chair over a spot that needs to be fixed because there's some loose boards. And sure enough, I stepped on one and just went through it. Oops.
Derp, I'm gonna find every last drop. Every last drop is the last thing I do. She's a good girl. She's a nice girl. She's my best friend.
Just washed my face, hobo bath. It is too hot to cook. So I'm gonna eat the rest of this salad kit. It's just easy to buy the kit, you know? So I'm trying different tips and tricks to keep the van cool since I'm in one place, and usually I would just leave. Tonight the sleeping weather is gonna be perfect. I think the low is 55. So I'm gonna keep all my windows open, and then in the morning when it starts to get warm, close up the van and, you know, just put my window covers on. And I don't really have to be in the van at all during the day, so I can go somewhere else. Today's been weird. It's been like, I feel like it still hasn't started. Do you ever get those days where maybe, like, I don't know, you just like wake up weird? I woke up early. I think I was in the middle of a weird dream or something and just couldn't go back to sleep. And I just laid there for a while. Like, I laid there for too long and then I was just groggy, and then I just feel like my day never started. And so now here I am like, oh, okay. Anyway, so yeah, see you later. I just spent the evening finishing up editing this video that has come out well over a month by now, so hopefully I can laugh at it. But I finally finished it, and I made a stupid, silly mistake, and then had to edit it all over again. So that's what I did with the rest of my day. And that's where the vlog ends, so see you next time.